Also, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so today we have a chef in studio to show us what he calls cancer cuisine. He'll cook up some dishes that have ingredients known to fight and reduce the risk of cancer.
Okay, thank you, Jody. Well, he calls it cancer cuisine. It's cooking with organic ingredients known to fight and reduce the risk of cancer. And joining us here this morning is Chef Peter GHIONE, who decided to go from executive chef at a Vegas casino, the Rio Hotel and Casino, to cooking for cancer patients and survivors. Thanks for being with us this morning.
It's great to be here.
So how did you make that change? Why did you decide to move away from being a chef at this big hotel and casino to doing this?
Well, in the casinos, it's very busy. It's all about volume with food, feeding 16,000 people a day. Getting into smaller places, you work with more organic ingredients and cleaner foods for better flavor. And then you kind of do the research and see what people are eating. For example, the average person eats 150 pounds of sugar a year. And sugar is one of the biggest fuels for cancer. So the two started to work together for me. And then I started as a private chef for a 3-time lung cancer patient for the past 2 years. So he had a 2% chance to live past 5 years. And so far he's been on the diet for 2 years. He's lived over 6 years.
Do you think that food and eating like that helped him?
He insists on it. He says the only thing that he's changed in his life is his diet. So I want to share this with the rest of the world.
Okay, so you mentioned sugar. Now you were just telling me these are bad foods. When I look at this, I wouldn't think corn is a bad food, watermelon, fruits and vegetables here.
Exactly. So it's not just sugar or pasta, potatoes, but it's also bread, corn, and watermelon. So even if you're just eating organic, but you're eating organic corn, the sugar in the corn is still going to help to fuel your cancer cells.
Corn has a lot of sugar in it. I did not know that.
It's very high in sugar. Same with watermelon. If you look at the glycemic index from 0 to 100, 100 being the highest, those two are one of the top items on there.
So maybe limit how much you're eating of that.
Yeah,
okay,
like down to 0.
Now, down to 0. You're saying don't eat any corn or watermelon.
Just stay away.
Really?
As best you can, because it tastes so good, so it's a temptation.
Okay, now these are good foods, but you say it depends on how you cook them. Explain that.
Well, this is how they go from good to great. Things like tomatoes, organic tomatoes need to be cooked to release the lycopene. So here's an example of roasted tomatoes that are seasoned with some garlic. Garlic is another ingredient that's a very strong cancer fighter. You can eat it raw as well, but there's some thyme on there and some shallots, olive oil. You can put a little bit of organic balsamic vinegar on there for the flavor.
What does lycopene do?
Lycopene is an anti-cancer agent.
Okay,
yep.
So that's the way to do it there. And then you have some, what, green tea here?
This is green tea. We can flavor it in different ways, but the trick is to let it steep for 10 minutes. And 10 minutes brings out those cancer-fighting agents as well, which is represented by the timer there.
Okay,
so you can drink that
so
hot or
that's the
cold.
clue to that. Let it steep for 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Okay, and then some spices over here.
Now this turmeric is something that's found in curry. It's also found in mustard. It gives that mustard that really golden color. But the thing is, it's hard to absorb by your body. So if you mix some cracked black pepper with it, it makes it 2,000 times more absorbable by your body. And it's a huge anti-inflammatory, which helps reduce the growth of cancer.
So how much do you eat these things? How much do you add them into your diet?
You want to do it as often as possible. Green tea you can't drink enough of, so you can drink that all day long. You can drink decaffeinated at night so you can actually sleep. But tomatoes are something that the ingredients that fight cancer, such as onions and garlic that we mentioned, greens, they're so common that it's not like eating a soy burger or something that's foreign. So you can really incorporate them into almost every meal.
And you actually go and teach people about this. Tell us about that.
Yep, I can come into your home, give you a cooking demo, take you to the grocery store. I do public speaking for events. I can come into your business and help your employees eat better to reduce sick days and increase productivity.
Okay, and his website is cancercuisine.com. You can check out more there. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.